So if the Bengals are looking for a leader, they just need to follow the lead of Von Bell.
He's a guy who brings guys together on and off the field. Gio steps up big in this stretch.
The Bengals have 6 games left, and today in our Who Dey Conversation, we're going to pick out 3 players whose leadership will be crucial going forward following the injury to Joe Burrow. Butch, you get us started this week.
Going with Giovanni Bernard, a guy as reliable on the field as he is off the field, currently holding the NFL's longest active streak, 809 straight carries without a fumble. That could describe him off the field, too. The 2005 team got kind of run over in 2008, lost their quarterback. They needed momentum going into 2009. They got it from veterans like Bobby Williams and Robert Gathers, who have been there during the good times. You've got running back in Gio. You have a guy who was there in 2015, that last playoff team. He bridges the gap. He bridges that gap with the young players, the old players. He was terrific at the beginning of the year with the social justice issues. He's a member of their positivity committee. He's a guy that floats in all worlds, and he's a guy who brings guys together on and off the field. Gio steps up big in this stretch.
No doubt about Giovanni Bernard as a key team leader. My pick is Von Bell, whose leadership can be seen every morning, depending on COVID restrictions, when he pulls into the Paul Brown Stadium parking lot around 5 o'clock to work out and start studying video while most of the rest of the NFL is still sound asleep. UC coach Luke Fickell was his defensive coordinator at Ohio State and told me that from his first day on campus, Von Bell was a team leader, a high-character guy with a grinder's personality. And as for Von Bell on game day, he currently leads the team in tackles. He's the guy that wears the green dot on his helmet, getting the signals from the coaching staff and passing those along to his teammates. He has the 4th highest grade among NFL safeties, according to Pro Football Focus, in tackling. So if the Bengals are looking for a leader, they just need to follow the lead of Von Bell. Lap?
I'm going with Trey Hopkins for a lot of the reasons you guys already talked about. You know, the character of the person on the field, off the field. Trey Hopkins, I think, has the respect of his teammates because he came in unheralded, uncelebrated, college free agent, had to fight his rear end off to make a football team. Now he's a starting center on a football team, and he didn't come into the National Football League as a center, but he's brilliant, extremely intelligent. The social justice aspect that Geoff was talking about earlier, he's a big part of that as well. His teammates look to him for leadership, and he provides it. He's the quarterback of the offensive line. He makes all the calls. He sets the defenses for the offensive line. He gives everybody their assignment responsibility. And right now, everybody on the football team has to step up performance. Offensive line has to step up first and foremost. And the leader of that offensive line, I think, in that regard, is going to be Trey Hopkins.
Giovanni Bernard, Von Bell, and Trey Hopkins, 3 players that will lead the way going forward, and the subject of this week's Who Dey Conversation.